Hi, I did the book review on The Inner Voice by Renee Fleming, and then I'll just jump right into it. How did this book affect me personally, or did it? To me, this book serves as a great inspiration for musicians like me, I feel like, who aren't exactly prodigies when they first start in their field, and it just confirms that no matter where you come from or your skill sets prior, that you have a chance in the really big professional field. And then, what contribution does this book provide for the field at large? This book is a story about Fleming's career and development of her voice and her life, and you learn about the difficulties and challenges that she faced in her career. And I feel like this book is really meant for aspiring singers and is meant to be an inspiration and a guide to all of them. And then, who is the primary audience for this book? I kind of mentioned it in the last question. Prospective singers, definitely, because she's an opera singer and she goes so into detail about her development with her voice. But I also think it could be for any musician such as myself, because I feel like anyone could get inspiration from this book that she wrote because of her growth. Was the book compelling? How or why? I feel like the book was super compelling because it was the behind the scenes of a professional singer, and it covered her whole life. It covered her family, her education, when she started being successful, and just all these things. And I just thought it was really interesting to read, because you could grow with her almost. Any quotes stand out? Yes, and I have it here. It's kind of long. I'll just read it. Even though I had garnered a lot of attention as a singer in high school and was now studying music in college, I was here at Crane because this was the path of least resistance. I had no burning desire in my gut to sing, no moment of recognition that led me to this particular destiny. I don't recall my parents ever having cultivated much of an independent soul in me. The question was never what I wanted to be, do, eat, or wear, but rather what I had to be, do, eat, and wear. I was only too happy to comply, and until graduate school, never questioned the whys and wherefores of my career path. I chose this quote in particular because I feel like that's kind of what my mindset was going into college. Is I didn't really have this really big inkling to go to school as a bassoon performance major. I was just this is a thing, and my parents are very supportive of it. This is just kind of expected of me, even though my family isn't musicians like hers. And then number 6, the author's credentials. Renee Fleming, a bunch of credentials, my lord. Not only is she a renowned opera singer, she was awarded America's highest honor for an individual artist, which is the National Medal of Arts, and she has 4 Grammys, which is crazy. And then she just sings opera in these amazing things like the Metropolitan Opera House. And then number 7, what did I learn? This book is filled with a bunch of technical instructions, artistic explanations, professional lessons, and an insider view into every process of an opera house. So I think the real question is, what didn't I learn from this book? So yeah, that's just a little bit. And then would I recommend it, and to who? I would strongly recommend this book for anyone interested in singing or who needs inspiration as a musician. And then specifically, I would recommend it to my friend Bea, because she's been questioning which path to go on recently, and she is a singer at Ithaca College, and I think she would love this book. And then tone of the writing, I think she says this herself, or someone else does, that the tone of the writing of the book is an autobiography of Renee Fleming's voice and life. And I would like to add that it's an educational version of it, because it's not just an autobiography, but it's also I think it would be called a memoir. I don't know. And then number 10, last one, biggest thing that I learned, that you don't have to be a prodigy to be successful, and just, you can do anything in your career and you can progress as far as you want to, as long as you have the work and you're driven to do it. And then I backed this up by mentioning that she didn't win her Met audition until she was 29, and she's an amazing person, and people will probably think that she's a prodigy even though she claims that she wasn't. That's it.